friends. I have some more story problems this week, and we're going to focus on a different kind of story problem. This kind of story problem is a comparing problem. So, we're going to talk about some strategies we're used to and some new ones. Today, our story problem says Bob caught a fish that is 12 inches long. Tom caught a fish that is 8 inches long. How many inches longer is the fish that Bob caught than the fish that Tom caught? So today our problem is asking us to compare two lengths. One fish is 12 inches long, one is 8. So our job is to find the difference. How much longer is one than the other? So just like always, you can draw a picture, but it's a different kind of picture when we're comparing. We need to make an organized chart that has Bob and Tom both on there. Bob's fish is 12 inches long. So I drew 12 squares to represent the 12 inches of Bob's fish. Then for Tom, I drew 8 squares. And I'm going to match those up and see if I can figure out how much longer Bob's fish is than Tom's fish. You can also count on. We know Bob's fish is 12 inches and Tom's fish is 8 inches. To find out the difference between the lengths of the two fish, we can count up from 8 to 12. And we can still use fact families. You notice that I have the takeaways at the top this time because we're finding out the difference between the two numbers. So if you can find out the answer to 12 minus 8, you have the answer and you can fill in the whole fact family. So take a minute after I read the problem again and see what solutions you come up with. Bob caught a fish that is 12 inches long. Tom caught a fish that is 8 inches long. How many inches longer is the fish that Bob caught than the fish that Tom caught? Go ahead and pause the video and see what you find. Okay, let's look at some solutions. If you drew a picture like I did, and you drew 12 squares for Bob and 8 squares for Tom, we can then match up the ones they have in common, and you can see that they both have 8. Each of their fish went 8 inches long. But Bob's fish has 1, 2, 3, 4 extra squares. So we know that Bob's fish is 4 inches longer than Tom's fish. If you counted on, you would count 1, 2, 3, 4 hops between 8 and 12. And if you subtracted 12 minus 8, you also found out that the difference between the two fish was 4 inches. Now, see if you can use those strategies. And I have 3 more problems for you that you can work on solving on your own. Jill caught a fish that was 10 inches long. Chip caught a fish that was 4 inches long. How much longer is Jill's fish than Chip's fish? Todd caught a fish that was 11 inches long. Brad caught a fish that was 4 inches long. How much longer is Todd's fish than Brad's fish? Sid caught a fish that was 13 inches long. Ron caught a fish that was 5 inches long. How much longer is Sid's fish than Ron's fish? Remember, if you solve the problems and you'd like to send a picture of your work to your teacher, we would all love to see it. Have fun solving.